Well, anyway, guys, welcome to our podcast. It is called the Daily Oats Podcast with myself, Harrison, and co-host Colton Talley.
Nice to meet everybody.
Today, we have a somewhat special video. We're filling out our March Madness brackets. And oh boy, it's going to be intense.
It's gonna be an interesting day. March Madness is finally here, and you all know how March Madness can be. It gets intense. It's always upsets. A lot of brackets thrown away.
Yup, like mine.
Yep, the trash will be piled.
My first pick's going to be a bust, I can just tell you that.
We'll see.
But anyway, we have our special guest, my wife. She's off camera, but she is going to be making picks with us, and probably do better than us. So let's get into it.
All right, what you got for us
Here we
first?
go. UConn versus Stetson. UConn is the overall number 1 seed, and then you've got Stetson, 16th seed. Who do you like? UConn. That's a safe pick.
Okay,
I'm going with UConn too. I mean,
solid.
if
Solid.
they lose, then like
That's gonna
it's
screw up everybody.
everybody.
Yes.
You're always gonna have that one bracket where like you take the 16 over the overall number 1, but I mean that's gonna be like what 0.001% of brackets. So like that's definitely don't want to go there.
Right. So next pick we have is going to be Florida Atlantic and Northwestern.
Mm.
Florida Atlantic is an 8 seed.
Mm.
Northwestern is a 9 seed.
Who do you like?
So what would you maybe suggest, Ash, in this? Because it's a pretty big toss-up. Pretty
Yeah.
even. Not sure, though.
You like Florida. You do. But I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm
either.
actually this one. I actually fumbled around with this one.
And I can give some
in
stats
the-
out,
yep.
too, just in case
Yep.
it might help. So we have here Florida Atlantic. Overall, the record was 25-8.
Yep.
Pretty solid. Northwestern,
sure.
21-11.
Yes.
But overall, Northwestern has the conference rank of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Florida Atlantic is conference rank of 2.
Yep.
So overall, it's a pretty even matchup all across the board.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
Ash,
say Northwestern.
Northwestern. Okay.
Okay. So
Great pick.
I actually like that pick. I also took Northwestern.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like they were possibly a touch more experienced. And I just think when it comes to the tournament, they kind of know how to handle themselves. So I ended up taking Northwestern as well.
Very solid choice. So next we have San Diego State and UAB.
Mm.
Now,
Mm.
this should be a pretty no-brainer.
Yeah.
Actually, San Diego State is overall 24-10, their overall record, and UAB's overall record is 23-11. So it's pretty. It seems even on paper, but by the stats wise, San Diego State is a lot better.
I took San Diego State. I think that's a very safe and predictable choice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to be much of a game.
Solid.
I guess I'll take
San Diego State?
I guess
Okay, perfect.
Okay. All right, now we have Auburn and Yale.
Mm.
Now we both know, just recently, I believe Auburn just won the SEC championship. Is that
Mhm.
correct?
That is correct.
So Auburn being a 4 seed over 13 Yale, we both know that the SEC is a very good conference this year.
Yes, they are.
May not be the same
It should be.
as good as football,
No.
but in college basketball this year, it's
Yeah.
it's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So we have Auburn at number 4, Yale at 13. Ash, what would you suggest?
I don't know. It's March Madness.
This is true.
Mm.
This is true. But I don't know if this is the game to do that.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Do we smell our first upset of the
You've got-
bracket?
You've got the SEC chance versus some Ivy League boys. I mean,
All right, I'll take Auburn.
Auburn.
okay. I think that's a safe bet.
Yale wins though. It's
We'll come back. No, we'll come
Don't
back.
talk me into that.
No, yeah,
We'll come back to it.
We'll definitely clip that if Yale ends up winning.
Good.
Next we have BYU and Duquesne.
Who is Duquesne?
Good question.
We do not know.
Where are they from?
Their conference is in
Dolphins.
the A10. Do not know much about them.
Yeah, they haven't really played anybody. I see Dayton in here, Nebraska. Yeah, really, that's besides them. I'm not seeing a whole lot of like solid teams, so I don't trust them.
Interesting.
I think I like BYU here.
Ooh. So BYU is 6, Duquesne is 11. You know, I actually think
I'm taking BYU.
You taking BYU?
Yeah.
I think I might be taking the upset.
Okay.
I might be taking Duquesne today for this upset.
Okay. BYU, they do have a couple notable wins.
Mm-hmm.
They've taken down Iowa State. That's a big one.
Wow.
Yeah, they've taken down Baylor, TCU, and Kansas. So, I don't know. They've got...
Ooh, I don't know.
They've been in those big games.
Okay, BYU.
BYU? Okay.
Okay.
Looks like I'm outnumbered.
I'm taking BYU.
So now we have Illinois and Moorhead. This, overall, it's pretty even, actually, stats-wise on paper. They both have a 26-8 record. Illinois has 14-6 conference. Moorhead State 14-4. Their overall rating is .765. So I don't know about this.
Moorhead.
Was it
Oh.
last... Okay.
Oh.
Was it last year that Illinois lost in the first round? They were ranked really well? Okay.
Yes.
That could happen again.
Ooh.
It's March.
It is smart. Okay. Let's do
But
Moorhead.
I'm still taking Illinois.
Oh.
I think they get through the first round, and then that's it.
I think we might be outnumbered.
I think they...
Outnumbering you in this time
I'm
period.
in the minority, and that's fine.
That's
I
fine.
think Illinois gets through the first round.
Okay. Interesting pick. Bold and brash. Now we have Washington State and Drake. I'm just going to go ahead and say this outright. I'm taking Drake.
Okay. I haven't watched either of these teams play at all
Mm-hmm.
this season, so I'm sort of going in this blind. Looking at records, I want to say Washington State.
Okay.
They have beaten Arizona. Arizona's, they're not great. They've beaten them, twice.
Oh, interesting.
But I'm down for an upset here. Let's take Drake.
Drake. Okay.
Let's take Drake.
So Washington State is 7, and Drake is 10.
Drake.
Okay.
Great. And now for the last of the Eastern bracket, we have Iowa State with a 2 seed and North Dakota State as a 15 seed. Now, I think this one might be an obvious pick.
Yep.
I think we're going to go with Iowa State on this one.
Definitely. And I don't think it's going to be a close game. Iowa State by a landslide.
If
Iowa State.
Good choice. If anybody also knows about Iowa State, they just upsetted Houston in the championship of the Big 12.
Yeah. Made them look bad.
Made them look very bad. I believe one of the stats when I was watching the game was they held Houston to 5 points in, I believe, 10 minutes in the second half.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So, well, what bracket are we going to next, Ariel?
Let's knock out the West region.
West, okay. So we have on the first one the number 1 overall seed, North Carolina, and they're playing actually against a team that's playing right now, which is
We got Howard and Wagner, correct?
Howard and Wagner.
Okay.
Correct.
So when I was filling out my brackets at work and I did the playing games, I think I took Howard here.
I did too.
Yeah, I took Howard to face UNC, but that's as far as they're going. UNC's they're gonna win very handily.
Domination. Good choice. Good
Tar
choice.
Heels.
Plus, they're my boys.
Gotta go for UNC, Baby Blue.
I met Roy Williams once in
Ooh.
our nationals in Missouri. He was watching Justin Jackson.
Wow.
He was homeschooled too, so we were playing in the same tournament.
Wow.
I'm not sure if his team won it all.
Mm-hmm.
They might have, but yeah, he was there. Met him. If I can find that picture, I'll insert it. But my fit was crazy. The sweats were insane. They were, the leg of my sweatpants was like,
Oh,
it was rough. But
hey, we know the fashion trends are completely different for basketball back then to basketball now.
Yep.
Shorts now.
Yep.
Big shorts back then.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do we have next on here? This is gonna be Mississippi State and Michigan State. This one's gonna be a little bit rough. Not sure. So some of the stats we have is Mississippi State went 21 and 13, in the SEC, and their conference record was 8-10. But Michigan State went 19 and 14 in the Big Ten, and their conference record was 10-10. So overall, I think it's going to be interesting. I think I'm going to have to take Tom Izzo. Tom Izzo, Michigan State.
Yeah. Funny you say that. I'm actually. I looked at this game, and yeah, Mississippi State. They look better on paper, but you can't go against Tom Izzo postseason. So I'm definitely taking Michigan State here.
One thing we have to watch out for is that Mississippi State did beat the Tennessee twice.
Yep, they sure did.
And Auburn was the SEC champs.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. But Ash, what are you thinking? Oh,
You think? Okay.
Ash is taking Mississippi State.
Okay.
Okay.
We shall see.
Mm-mm. Next we have the St. Mary's and Grand Canyon. Ooh.
One of my old buddies, he's actually an assistant coach for Grand Canyon.
Okay.
Their team actually looks decent this year, but I don't think they have enough firepower.
For St. Mary's.
I'm taking St. Mary's here.
Okay.
What are their
So St. Mary's is 5, and Grand Canyon is 12.
St. Mary's?
Okay.
I think for my pick, I'm going to go with St. Mary's too.
Smart.
So we're all going with St. Mary's today. Now we have Alabama and Charleston. I'm going to say it straight out. I'm taking Alabama.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't like Alabama.
Definitely.
But Alabama's number 4. Charleston's number 13.
And Alabama's, they're averaging like 90 points a game.
They are.
Which is insane.
They are.
So I don't think they're getting beat this round.
So it's possible though. I mean,
Definitely. If they go cold, I mean they're not a good team if they go cold.
Right. It is March Madness too, so
yeah,
we may never know.
I think I'm going Alabama.
Alabama.
I'll stick with that one.
Who are they playing again?
Charleston.
Alabama's ranked number 4. Charleston is ranked number 13.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
I know. Just making sure you know the rankings. Stuff, isn't it? It's stuff, doesn't it? Just wait till the round of 32.
I know.
Charleston.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
Ash took the upset.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Well, next we have is Clemson and New Mexico Lobos. Clemson's number 6, and New Mexico Lobos are number 11. Now, me personally, I know I have a good buddy of mine, Trevor, has talked about the New Mexico Lobos for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to go with his gut.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go with the New Mexico Lobos. So shout out to you, Trev.
All right. That's actually a reasonable pick. And this was a game I was kind of battling with. I couldn't come out with a clear favorite. But Clemson has beaten North Carolina.
That's
Not that that's saying a ton, but they beat them.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna say Clemson in a close game, and if they lose, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm taking Clemson.
Okay, a great pick. Now we have the 3 seed, Baylor and Colgate.
Yeah.
I believe.
Basically, yeah. I do. Colgate sponsor me.
Sponsor him.
Man.
I think this one's pretty. Yeah, pretty obvious. Baylor.
Colgate. I'm definitely taking Baylor.
Me too. Definitely taking Baylor as well. And then we have number 7, Dayton, and number 10, Nevada.
Man, this is another one I was battling with.
Me too.
Gosh, I think I ended up taking Nevada. I just think that they're at least going to win a game postseason here. So
Okay.
Took Nevada over Dayton.
Okay.
Nevada.
Taking Nevada, I'm going to take the Dayton Flyers.
Okay.
I got some confidence in their fast break, the Flyers fast break offense. So they might. Let's see if they get a W out of it. Next we have is Arizona and Long Beach State.
Well, we all know Arizona's history.
I know.
In the tournament, first round of the tournament.
You know who they got this year as a transfer from UNC?
I don't even want to talk about that. Caleb Love, he betrayed me. It hurt. It really did. But I still cheer for him. I do.
Good.
I don't hate him. Wish he stayed, but
He was a dog.
yeah, he was. I think Arizona is going to get through the first round here, so I'm taking Arizona.
I'm going to take Arizona as well, too.
Arizona.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
All right. Now it gets interesting.
South or Midwest?
Oh, let's go south.
South?
Let's
Okay.
go south.
I'm going to say the obvious.
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah.
I don't
This
think...
is it's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Honestly. But at the same time, I would not be surprised if it was a very close game.
Yes, I agree. Houston and Longwood, number 1 seed and 16 seed. Uh-oh.
So let me stop you right there. If
Wow.
you were to take an upset, I don't think Houston is the team to bet against.
I don't know. I haven't watched the game.
I know. If there was one number 1 seed that you
I like sports.
see getting upset, it's definitely Purdue.
Okay. Houston.
Okay, smart choice.
Good choice. Now we have Nebraska and Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
I think I'm just gonna go with Dash on this one. Texas
Yeah,
A&M.
I'm actually taking A&M too.
Me too.
They've got some quality wins against some quality opponents. I think they come through.
Yes. Good call out, Ash. Now we have a pretty interesting matchup with Wisconsin and James Madison. Wisconsin is a 5 seed, James Madison is a 12 seed, and people get confused. Here's some stats to read out. James Madison is 31-3 overall, and their conference record was 15-3, compared to Wisconsin 22-13, and their conference record 11-9. So I think I'm gonna choose my upset with James Madden. James Madison.
Okay. Okay. I respect that.
Did they play anybody good? Decent?
They beat Michigan State, which is a very, very good win.
And they beat whoever it was. I do not see who it is, but they won the Sun Belt title about 20 points.
Yeah.
James Madison.
Okay. I think I'm gonna take Wisconsin.
Oh.
I think we can't all pick the same thing when it comes to these tougher games.
Okay.
I respect
but
it.
I can't pick the higher seed each time.
No.
That's why I got
Yeah, there's going to be upsets.
Because it's different
Mm-hmm.
every year.
Yeah.
So we got Duke and Vermont.
Okay.
Now,
If Filipowski's on, he's on, and they are practically unstoppable.
I agree.
Duke.
I'm taking Duke.
I'm taking Duke as well. Now we have Texas Tech and NC State.
See, I love this matchup.
I do too.
I love this matchup, and I'm actually pretty confident in my upset here. I like NC State.
Ooh.
I really do.
I think I'm actually gonna go with Texas Tech this time. I think I am. And Texas Tech is a 6 seed. NC State is an 11 seed too.
Yep,
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. They took out. Let's see, they took out Kansas. Good win.
And Texas.
Baylor, BYU. They've got some good wins for sure.
Okay. And we got our pick. Now here comes, which in state we all love and know, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Now, we'll just go ahead and
Boys
say
getting out of the first round.
we'll just go ahead and say out for the contrary. We are all Louisville fans.
Yes.
But I'm going to go with UK because I really do like how Reed Shepherd, Rob Dillingham, and Antonio Reeves have played this year.
Yep.
Reed Shepherd is one freshman of the year, I believe, one of the freshmen of the year at least. And they have played very, very phenomenal, but I do not know if Coach Cal can pull it out in the next couple of rounds or so. But I feel like they will definitely cruise past in the first round.
For sure. They're dropping tons of points a game. Almost 90 points a game. And when they're on, offensively, they're on. And they are practically unbeatable. So,
Right.
I'm comfortable taking UK here.
I'll take the team in Lexington.
The team that must not be named.
We like that answer. Ooh, now we have a
Okay.
interesting
Okay.
first rounder
Okay.
play-in games with Florida. We'll be able to play the winner of Colorado and Boise State. Now, I am not sure about this game because of the
No.
kid from Florida that broke his leg in the game. I do know he's definitely going to be, out for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
And I do not know if Florida can manage without him. But I also do not know much really about for Colorado and Boise State.
No. When it came to my playing game that I picked, I believe I took Boise State.
Okay.
I believe I did.
For me, I'm gonna take Boise State as well.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be the smart decision here.
But in terms of the actual game, I took Boise State to beat Colorado.
Yes.
But in terms of this actual game, I think Florida gets through the first round. But that's it. That's as far as they're going.
Okay. Then I think I'm gonna take the opposite of take the winner of Colorado and Boise.
Okay.
And whoever wins that game, I will be taking them over Florida.
I'm gonna go with Florida.
Okay. Next seed, we have another Kentucky school, WKU versus Marquette.
Good old Hilltoppers, baby.
As much as we love to support WKU, Marquette has one of my favorite college coaches of all time, Shaka Smart.
Yeah. The dude's a mastermind. Let's be real.
Yes. Very, 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 very great coach. So I'm definitely going to go with Shaka this round.
Same. Take Marquette. Easy.
Marquette.
Okay.
So now we're going to the Midwest.
There was ever a number one seed upset. This is it. This is the one. If you ever wanted to pick one, this is it.
It's possible.
But they definitely win this first game.
Yes. This is going to be Purdue versus Grambling State.
What in
I don't even know where Grambling State is.
I don't know either. And I can't see who the is it Montana State?
I think so.
It looks like Montana State,
I think it's Montana State.
but that is okay.
Grambling State is in LA.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I mean,
It is Montana. It is Montana State.
we gotta cut this part out.
Why?
No, I said LA. LA stands for Louisiana, not Los Angeles.
Oh, that's
Is that okay?
You can't include that.
okay. I'll cut that and snip it
It
out.
was in parentheses.
They may not even hear. I don't know if like.
I thought it was in LA.
That's okay.
LA is for Louisiana. Okay, back to it.
Yeah, it's Montana State or Grambling State. I took for that playing game. I took Montana State.
Okay. I believe I took Grambling, so this will be a interesting matchup to see between them. So let's do Utah and TCU. So I'm not sure.
So this was another one of those matchups I was just kind of tossing up, but I ended up taking TCU.
Interesting.
I think I like them to win their first game here in the postseason.
So I'm actually going to follow with you on that. I want to also give another shout out to Trevor. He's a big TCU Horned Frog fan that will pester me all the time when TCU is on. And you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with TCU beating Utah State first round.
They also beat
TCU.
Okay.
I said TCU.
yeah. They beat Baylor and Houston.
Yes.
2 good wins, so I think that's a safe bet.
Now we have Gonzaga
Yeah.
and McNeese.
I haven't watched Gonzaga play much. Definitely, I don't know if I've even ever heard of McNeese or whatever. But Mark Few and the boys, I think they've got a solid squad this year, and I think they make a decent run. They're definitely winning this first game.
Interesting.
I'm taking Gonzaga.
Interesting. I think I'm gonna take McNeese this game.
Okay.
This is one of the upsets I think that will definitely will happen.
Okay.
McNeese is a 30-3 overall team, 17-1 conference record,
That's a good record.
and they won the Southland Conference for the first time. So I believe they are going to take the upset over the Bulldogs.
Okay. I like it. Tough choices. What are you thinking? Gonzaga's the 5 seed. McNeese is the 12 seed.
Gonzaga.
Okay.
Gonzaga it is.
Now we got the wonderful Jayhawks of Kansas playing against Samford.
So, Kansas's top 2 guys, I believe, are still out. I don't know if Hunter Dickinson, I don't know if he's going to play.
I don't know that
I feel
either.
if either of them play, it's going to be him.
Yes,
But if they're both out, they're in trouble.
they are.
They're in a lot of trouble.
They are. But do you think Bill Self can come out and coach them without both of them? That's going to be the...
That's why this pick was so hard for me, because we don't know
Right.
if either of them are going to be playing.
Right.
If neither of them are playing, I think Samford's a good bet here. But if Hunter Dickinson does come back, which I think there's a pretty good chance he does, I think Kansas gets through the first round.
Okay. I think so too. I think so too. I'm going to have to go with Kansas as well for the first round. It's a possibility if Hunter Dickinson's not going to be playing. But I think I'm going to have to go with Kansas first round.
All right.
Samford.
Oh.
Okay. You're betting on neither of them playing. Basic. Well, I mean, they could still win even if one of them does play.
What I think.
Well, that's
Okay.
those are usually the picks that end up doing better.
Yes, they do. It's a great pick, Ash. Great pick. Now we have South Carolina and Oregon.
Oregon.
Oh,
Quick pick.
quick.
Okay. Let's take a look at some of their notable results.
Let's see some of the stats. The only thing we can see for South Carolina is that they lost to Auburn in the SEC semifinals by 31 points.
Yeah. Auburn did. I mean, they did. They won it all.
They did.
They've got to win against UK and Tennessee. Beat Florida. That's not very impressive, but they won.
Right.
I don't know.
South Carolina also has a top 50 defense that allowed to 67 points per game,
That's
which
solid.
the stats also say that Houston is the number one by allowing only 57 points a game.
Yeah.
I think I might have to go to South Carolina.
I think that's a good pick.
Okay. Solid. And
They've played better teams. They've got more experience. I think South Carolina takes it.
Solid. That's a good overall pick. Yeah, with the Creighton Blue Jays versus Akron. I'm just gonna straight up. I love Creighton Blue Jays.
I love Creighton postseason. I think they win pretty handily here.
I think so too.
Yeah. Creighton 3 seed, Akron 14 seed. Ash, who do you like?
Creighton.
Nice, good
Creighton.
pick.
Good pick.
I agree with that. Ooh. So this game.
This is gonna be a tough one here, yo.
See, we got to find out if Virginia or Colorado State wins to play them.
See.
And here's the thing: if Virginia wins, for some reason, I can possibly see them beating Texas.
I think so too. As we
So
know as Louisville fans that if you play Virginia,
yeah, you're not scoring many points.
and if you don't score more than 70 points, you have a very good chance of losing.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna go with Virginia.
Okay.
Or Virginia / Colorado State.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with them.
Okay.
Ash, what would you suggest?
Why did you say slash?
So they're
We don't
also
know who's.
playing
We don't know who's.
Who's
Yeah.
playing
Colorado State and Virginia,
in Virginia?
They're playing against each other, and winner of that gets to play Texas.
which is a 10 seed.
Don't have a great record this year.
Right.
They're playing.
Texas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Texas.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna take Texas. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they have enough. If they do play Virginia, I think they have just enough firepower to get past them.
I think so.
That's going to be a very close game.
It will be. It will be a very good game. We just have to play it out and see who wins versus Colorado State and Virginia.
Yeah.
And last but not the least,
Final game of round 1. St. Peter's, Cinderella from last year.
versus Tennessee.
Can they do it again?
I don't think they can.
No. No, it's not happening this year. I'm sorry. I want stuff like that to happen, but they're not beating Tennessee.
Zakai, Ziegler,
Yeah.
Dalton, Kincaid.
Yeah.
Dalton Kincaid is averaging 20 points almost
Yeah, he's
on Tennessee. And may have to do a fact check, but he is getting buckets this year.
He is. Yeah. I got Tennessee. St. Peter's, they're going to be scrappy, but in the end, Tennessee just has too much offensive firepower, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think they win by 15. I think it's a big win.
Good choice. Now we can go to the second round.
Yep. Round of 32.
Round of 32.
Goes faster now. Well, technically. Fewer games to pick, but
Yes.
tougher matchups.
Yes. So in this first one, I think Tennessee's going to take the W.
Let's see.
I think we
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
Just go ahead and
I
start.
agree. Yep. Tennessee. I think they win by. I think it's a closer game.
Mm-hmm.
I think they win by 10.
10. Okay. Good. We're going to take Tennessee. Now we have Creighton versus. I believe I took Oregon.
Okay.
I
I
think
took
I
South
did.
Carolina.
I think I took. Actually, I believe Ash took Oregon. I took South Carolina too.
Okay.
So we can.
Creighton, South Carolina. I think I like Creighton to win again.
Okay, I do too. As well. Next, we were going to have Kansas And
Gonzaga.
I took McNeese.
Okay. So you might have to advance Kansas.
I know.
I don't think they're getting past this second round though.
I think McNeese can upset them.
Mm.
If
If McNeese does win they could. If they win their first game, they could.
I think I'm going to take McNeese.
Okay.
I think I'm going to take McNeese over Kansas, but it just depends if both of Kansas' players play.
Yeah.
So we're still going to take McNeese just in case.
Okay. I'm going to take Gonzaga here.
Okay.
I think they make it to the Sweet 16.
Okay.
For sure.
Good choice. Now we got Purdue and TCU. I think Purdue's going to overpower TCU.
For sure. For sure.
I think that would be a very good choice.
I think that's a very good choice. Yeah.
So let's see. Who do we have next?
Should we go South Region?
Let's go.
Or we can go wherever.
Let's go South Region.
Okay.
Let's just. So I have Marquette.
Okay.
And Colorado and Boise State.
Okay. I've got Marquette versus Florida.
Okay. Interesting.
And given that matchup, I think Marquette's a pretty safe bet.
I think so too.
So I'm taking Marquette.
Very good choice. Now we have.
See, this game is extremely tough for me. NC State UK. That's just. I really don't know here. Like, I would not be surprised at all if NC State won this game. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if they got blown out.
I agree. I agree with you.
So
it'll be a tough matchup, I would say.
Yeah, I really like NC State here, but I think UK is, if they're on, they're winning by 15 plus.
I think I'm going to go with the, I don't like to say it, but Big Blue Nation.
I think
Big Blue Nation today.
Got to.
It's understandable, though. It's pretty self-explanatory. You know, we have Duke, and I believe I took James Madison over to Wisconsin.
I took Wisconsin here.
Okay.
I think I like Duke here.
Okay.
I think I do. I think it's going to be a very close game. I say Duke comes out and wins by 6.
Ooh, very good choice.
Filipowski goes for 20 plus.
Very good choice. Filipowski
like
is a very, very nice dude.
Yeah.
It's a good choice. I'm going to take Duke as well.
Okay.
I think that's pretty safe, easy bet for Duke, the Blue Devils to get it out.
Okay.
Houston, and I have Texas A&M.
Same.
I'm going to go with Houston. We're off the back.
Yeah. I think Houston's just, as long as they're on offensively, they're practically unbeatable.
Very good choice. Very good
So I'm
choice.
taking Houston here.
Perfect. Now let's go to the. I think we can go to the East bracket now.
Okay.
Start out with number 1. I'm on UConn versus Northwestern. I'm gonna easily, no doubt, take UConn.
Yeah, UConn. They have so much momentum right now, and they look flawless.
Overall, they play phenomenal as a team.
They're a perfect looking team right now. You can't really bet against them.
Right.
I got UConn easy.
Okay, perfect. San Diego State, excuse me, versus Auburn. I'm gonna go with Auburn. I'm going with Auburn.
Yeah, I think I'll take Auburn too. I say this is a close game. I say Auburn by 6.
Win margin about between 1 and 6 or 1 and 10, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good choice.
This will be a fairly close game.
Now we have BYU. I took BYU actually versus Illinois.
See, I haven't watched Illinois play much at all this year, so I don't know if I can trust them to get past this second round. They do have a win against Michigan State, one against Nebraska and Wisconsin. Those are solid wins, but can I trust them in this second round against BYU?
Interesting.
I may go out on a limb here and take BYU.
BYU for the upset?
I think so.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind. I think I'm gonna take Illinois for their upset today.
Okay.
Then we have Drake and Iowa State.
So This one could get lopsided.
Interesting.
This could.
Okay.
I think Iowa State wins
Mm-hmm.
pretty handily. I think they win by 10 plus.
10 plus. That interesting. Okay. I like that pick. I'm gonna take Iowa State as well.
Okay.
That's a very good pick.
Perfect.
Now we're going to the West bracket. We're starting to get crunched down.
This one's tough. This one is very tough.
I'm always gonna go with UNC. I'm always gonna go with the Tar Heels at Baby Blue.
Yeah, I've got to go with my boys here. I'm taking UNC. I would not be surprised if they lost.
It is Tom Izzo.
Yes.
It is Tom Izzo.
I think it's going to be. I actually think it's going to be a very close game. I've got UNC only winning by 4.
Interesting.
It's going to be a close one.
Okay. I'm gonna definitely go with UNC. I'm gonna take just a bet on the gander. It'll probably be the win margin between 1 and 10. So I'm gonna go with UNC to win.
I like it.
Then I took Grand Canyon
Okay. I had St. Mary's here
versus Alabama.
Yep.
Ooh,
I'm having some trouble with this one.
interesting. I think so too.
I think it really comes down to who's going to score more points.
I hate to say it, but I think I'll have to go with Grand Canyon.
Okay.
I don't think Alabama can match up very well versus Tyon Grant Foster. He's
Okay.
one of the guards that he was former from Kansas and DePaul,
Okay.
leading them with 19 points, 6 rebounds. So I think I'm gonna go with Grand Canyon this time. I think so.
That's valid. I'm having trouble with this one. I think I want to say Bama
Bam. Okay.
in overtime
Ooh.
by 3 points.
Roll Tide.
That's what I'm thinking.
Solid pick. That's a very solid pick.
I'm not surprised at all if St. Mary's wins.
Okay.
They could easily win this game.
Very good.
Easily.
Very good point. Very good point. Now I have the New Mexico Lobos versus Baylor.
Okay. I've got Clemson Baylor.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna go with New Mexico.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna go with Baylor.
Okay. Yep.
I think
I'm taking Baylor too.
I'm gonna go with Baylor already on the limb.
Yeah.
So solid pick.
Yeah.
Solid pick.
They're explosive. They're fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I think Baylor gets it done here.
Good. Now we have last one in the wonderful West bracket region. I have Dayton versus Arizona.
I've got Nevada, Arizona. So this game, I think this game's gonna be close.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
I think so too.
And so I have Nevada. I think they could definitely give Arizona a run for their money. I think they're going to come up short, and Arizona's going to win by 4. It's going to be a close game.
I'm going to go with Arizona too. I think it's going to be a double overtime game off of a game-winning 3.
Mm.
So I'm gonna take my chances with Arizona.
Okay.
So now we're getting to the Sweet 16, I believe.
Here we go.
We'll go ahead and start right back up with the West bracket. So we have Baylor and Arizona now.
Mm.
Which I think our picks are starting to tie up pretty evenly now.
Yeah, they are.
Let's
This is tough.
This is definitely a very tough one.
I think I like Baylor here. I think I do.
Interesting pick.
It's a tough pick. They've beaten Iowa State, BYU, and Kansas. Those are kind of their notable wins. But gosh, I just don't know if I trust Arizona to go this far. So I think Baylor's going to be my safe choice.
I think I'm gonna go the opposite of you.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with Arizona. See how they do. I'm gonna see how Caleb Love does in the off season, since last year he really didn't get a chance to show out.
Right. Exactly.
I'm gonna go with Arizona.
Okay, and in that case, well, depends on who you take for UNC Alabama, but there's a chance Caleb Love gets to
Very good chance.
see the boys again.
Which I think we all very, very.
I would like to see that.
I would like to see it too.
Okay.
North Carolina.
I'm taking UNC for sure.
Me too. That's
That's going to be a very, very, very good matchup.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see. Who else? I wonder what other region that we can go to. Maybe we can switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Why don't we try the South region?
Okay, good with that.
So let's see. We have Houston and Duke.
So,
I'm gonna go with Houston.
okay.
I'm just already gonna go with Houston already.
Okay, I had to think about this one for a little bit, but I think Duke's run comes to an end here.
I think so too.
I'm taking Houston.
I think so too. Now, who are they going to play? Is the real question.
I don't think they're playing UK,
Oh, okay.
but at the same time, they're definitely playing UK. It just you don't know which UK team you're gonna get.
That's
You
a good
just
point.
You really don't.
That's very, very, very good observation. It's going to be also tough because you're playing against arguably a Hall of Fame head coach with Shaka Smart at Marquette, and they've been playing a very solid game overall.
They have been.
So I think I'm gonna go with UK. I think I'm gonna go with Big Blue this time.
Okay. I like that. I'm actually gonna. It's looking a little chalky in my South region, but I think I'm gonna take Marquette here.
Marquette. Okay. This is gonna be an interesting March Madness this year we got.
For sure.
So then let's see. I want to go to. I haven't been up here in a little bit. Let's go to the East region.
All right.
I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with UConn.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with UConn winning it right now. They're overall a great solid team. Obviously, they're the number one favorites.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with UConn beating Auburn this year.
Yeah, UConn. That's a good choice. Auburn definitely gonna put up a really good fight.
Right.
But in the end, I think UConn gets it done. I've got UConn.
Good
By
point.
8. Got them by 8. They're gonna win by 8.
Interesting. I'm gonna say. I think it's gonna be double digits. I think UConn's gonna beat Auburn very well.
It could definitely be double. I mean, we saw in the championship game how they just blew the door wide open.
Right. And
If they get hot offensively, you're done. It's
Right.
over.
I also think with Auburn, they probably might have a big head now because they just smacked Florida in the SEC championship.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
I'm gonna go with Auburn.
All right.
So let's see. Now we have Illinois and Iowa State. I'm gonna go with Iowa State right off the bat because the way they put Houston to work in the championship.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going with Iowa State.
Yeah. So I've got BYU, Iowa State, but I think Iowa State wins fairly easily. I say they win by 12 plus.
Okay. Good. Now we're going right down to the Midwest. This is going to be a interesting.
This game, this Purdue Gonzaga game, this is this was tough for me.
Okay.
When I was filling out my brackets in the Midwest region, it was always Purdue and Gonzaga.
Makes sense.
But more times than not, I was taking Gonzaga, and I think that remains true tonight. I'm going to take Gonzaga over Purdue. Upset.
Oh, wow. He took the upset. Well, I hope this upset does happen. But unfortunately, I think Zach Edens is going to go to work and take Purdue over. So I'm going to take Purdue.
Okay. I like that.
Now we have Tennessee and Creighton. This is a tough one.
This is very tough. If I had to make a quick pick, it would be Tennessee. If I had to think about it for a little bit, I'm still gonna say Tennessee.
Okay.
But it's gonna be a very hard fought battle. It's gonna be a close game, possibly overtime.
Possibly.
I've got Tennessee winning by 6.
Solid. I think I'm gonna go with Tennessee as well. Okay. I think it's gonna be an overtime game. I think overall it is. It's going to be very difficult that I think about it a little bit more because Tennessee has been playing great for a good amount of the year. They did lose to a very solid Kentucky team at home while Dalton Kincaid, or
I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name, but
I want to say it's Connect or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Connect.
Connect. Okay. I definitely butchered his name from a while ago too, but I think they are going to. I think they're going to beat Creighton this year. I think they are.
Okay. I like it.
I think we're getting down finally to the
Elite Eight.
Elite Eight.
Here we go.
All right. Which one should we go with first?
Might as well knock out Midwest while we're on the balls. Might as well do their game.
I think I got the upset.
Okay.
Tennessee's going to beat Purdue.
Okay.
I think Tennessee's going to advance to the Final Four. It's been a little bit for them
Okay.
since they got in there, but with Zakai Ziegler and other kid named Dalton, I think they're going to overpower Zach Edens and get the W.
Yeah. So I've got Gonzaga, Tennessee. This one's tough for me. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Mark Few postseason, but I think Tennessee just has a little too much for them to handle. So I'm taking the Volunteers.
Okay. That's good. I think Tennessee will take the upset over Purdue. So it's a solid pick. Okay, so now we've got. I want to go to the West.
Okay.
I think I got UNC.
Yep. I'm definitely rolling with my Tar Heels. I think UNC definitely gets this win.
I think so too. So far, it hasn't been. I would say it hasn't been really too many young, lower seeds advancing.
No.
Kind of just seeing what happens for this.
Yeah. Besides Gonzaga, my Elite Eight's pretty chalky. I've got Baylor as a 3 seed, but other than that, it's all 1s and 2s for me, and Gonzaga being a 5. But
same.
Yeah.
I had the only one for my Elite Eight that I truly had was McNeese versus Purdue, and I also had New Mexico, Grand Canyon. So I wanted to switch it up a little bit, see what I can find, and see what happens. But in the very end, right now, I only have a number 1, number 2 seed. So then let's go ahead and move on to the South region. We got Houston, Kentucky. Oof.
I've got Houston Marquette.
This is going to be a difficult choice.
This is. I think we're going to overtime.
Okay.
I think we're going to overtime, and it's hard to bet against Shaka Smart. But at the same time, Houston is just. I think they might be that team.
I think so too.
This year. So I think I'm going to roll with Houston here.
Roll with Houston.
Very close game, though.
It is going to be a very close game, especially between Houston and Kentucky.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of Kentucky we'll get from Calipari. Maybe we'll see Reed Shepherd drop 40.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see Antonio Reeves drop 40.
Yeah.
Rob Dillingham with 30. I don't know.
Yeah. Houston, UK, that could be a very high-scoring game.
Yes. But with Houston's defense, it may not also be a high-scoring game, and it could just be a straight defensive game, which might hurt Kentucky.
Yeah, that's another thing with Houston. You don't know who you're going to get at times.
Right. So I think I'm going to go with Houston. I think it's a number 1 seed. I mean, I think there's a good chance they'll make it out of the South region.
Okay.
And I think they'll be able to match up very well with Tennessee in the Final Four.
I agree.
Now we have another tough matchup. UConn versus Iowa State for me. Now with this, we both know UConn is the exceptionally well number 1 seed for the tournament.
They're definitely the team to beat.
Yes, they're a lot more consistent.
Yeah.
Overall, they play very, very, very good as a team. But we also both know that Iowa State just blasted a phenomenal Houston team.
They sure did.
Blasted. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to go with UConn.
Okay.
I think UConn is going to be the team to beat.
Okay.
As much as Iowa State is good, Iowa State is phenomenal, great team.
Yes, they are.
But I think I'm going to go with UConn.
Okay. I believe I'm also going to go with UConn. I just think that, again, they're the team to beat, and they've just been playing so well, and I think they're just going to ride that all through the tournament.
I agree completely. So now we're down to the final four. Wow, it's been a little bit of a road of ahead.
Yeah, my final four is very chalky. It's all
Same.
It's all ones except for Tennessee.
I think we came down to the same final four.
Okay.
I think we did with UConn, North Carolina, Houston, Tennessee. So which one should we start with first?
I think I want to knock out the Houston Tennessee game first.
Okay.
That one. That's actually a really tough game.
Yes, I think so too.
I don't have a clear favorite here. I think in the end, Houston is just going to be a little too much for Tennessee to handle.
I think so too.
But it's going to be a hard-fought, close game all the way through. You don't know who's going to win till the buzzer.
I think Houston is going to take the W without going into overtime.
Okay.
But it's going to be a very, very chippy 2 minutes in the last 2 minutes in the fourth, in the second half.
I like it.
It's going to come down to, I say, free throws.
Okay.
That's one thing people in basketball do not talk about a lot is coming down to free throws.
Oh, they do not.
Being talk about it and hitting your free throws.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Houston in the championship.
I like that. UNC, UConn.
Wow.
I think if these teams meet in the Final Four, this is definitely game of the year.
I think so too.
This could be an incredible game. I really think.
How do you think Armando Bacot's going to do versus UConn and RJ Davis?
I don't think he brings enough to the table in this situation. I know he's been around for 50,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's got the experience, but I think ultimately UConn is a little too much to handle.
I think so too.
I have this one coming down to a buzzer beater or a possible 3-point win by UConn in overtime. One of those two things. But I am taking UConn here.
Very, very much so. Here we are. Made it to the championship. Wow. This is going to be the game of the year. This is going to be the battle between two powerheads.
Yeah.
They are both phenomenal teams.
Yeah. Gosh. I mean, I don't have a clear-cut favorite here.
Me neither.
Having thought about this matchup for most of the day now, in the end, I do think that just the consistency and just efficiency and just sheer firepower of UConn takes down Houston.
Oh,
I think.
I think so too.
Okay, it's going to be a very close game.
I think personally, UConn. It reminds me of when Butler played Duke in the championship.
Yep.
Do not remember what year it was. I believe it was maybe 2013, maybe 2012. 2012 UK won. So I want to say 2013 or even 2011.
Okay.
But back in the day, it came down to a phenomenal Duke team. They had Kyle Singler on their team. Butler had Gordon Hayward.
Right.
And if everybody knows, back in the day with Gordon Hayward playing, Gordon Hayward was a phenomenal bucket.
Yeah.
And in the end of the game, Duke ended up winning, but Gordon Hayward almost banked in a 3 from half court to go in overtime.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I think in this scenario, I think UConn is going to come out with a W, win the championship, and absolutely beat Houston. And I think it's going to be barely a buzzer beater. I think it's going to be, as a tiebreaker, I'm going to say, I think it's going to be a little bit of a high scoring game.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with 76 to 73.
Okay. I was actually in the 70s too. I was saying I was saying UConn 77,
Okay.
and then Houston 74.
Okay.
That's what I think it's going to come down to if it does not go to overtime.
I think that's a good pick. I think it's going to be a really good game. I'm hoping that we'll be able to see both of them in the championship because they both are very, very good teams.
Yes.
And I think in the very end, they both will be able to butt heads the whole game.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be a great game for March Madness this year.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun tournament.
Yes.
I mean, besides UConn, there truly is no clear-cut, quote-unquote, favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So really, it is wide open.
I agree
Besides
with you.
UConn, anybody could win.
Right.
Really.
It is March Madness.
Yes.
We had St. Peter's beat Kentucky last year.
Yeah.
And they made a phenomenal run.
Yeah.
But, it is March Madness. You may never know what could happen. That's the fun of March Madness and the college basketball tournament. It's anything can happen.
Yeah.
Makes me wish I was able to play in college, but a little too short for that.
That's what all those guys live for, man.
I know.
March Madness, that's what they live for.
I know, it is March Madness.
Yeah.
Well, Ariel, I think we have a very solid picks.
I think we do. I'm eager to start watching games. I think it's going to be a very entertaining March Madness, a very madness-filled March Madness compared to other years. I think there are going to be a lot of upsets this year.
I think so too. I agree. Now, since we're wrapping up March Madness, I wonder what other topics that we could probably maybe touch points on and maybe get sneak previews for our next episode.
Yeah. So we've got a lot to cover. We've got Star Wars. Lots of Star Wars. Lots of Star Wars. I've not yet watched the trailer for the new series, The Acolyte. I am very pumped for that series.
I am too.
Because growing up, I lived for the prequel films.
I did too.
And growing up, I always wanted to know, or at least see on screen, just what happened before Phantom Menace. And now we're finally getting a little bit of that.
Yes, and I've already seen the trailer at least 5 times today because it's absolutely great. So when it comes out, I believe June the 4th.
I believe so, yeah.
During June the 4th, it will be a 2-part episode.
Yep.
To start out, and I'm thoroughly excited because, as Harrison said, I'm always something that wants to know what happened before a Phantom Menace. And judging from the dates that I was able to do a little bit of research on the back end, it's 100 years before Phantom Menace takes place.
Yep.
So in that case, I'm thoroughly excited to see this new episode coming out.
Yeah.
But before that new episode's coming out, you know what comes out tomorrow?
Oh, shoot, we got Bad Batch.
We do have Bad Batch tomorrow. And if anybody does not know who Bad Batch is, it's a animated TV series that takes Clone Force 99, which Clone Force 99 is from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. It's a rogue group of clones, I would say, is the best way to describe it. They have special abilities that they can do. And we're right now in the 3rd season. And this season right now is coming phenomenal.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to watch. It really has been. And I love that there are no filler episodes. Everything is to the point. Storytelling's great. Character development's great. It's just they've done a great job with this season so far.
Very good job. We're looking forward to seeing a lot more of this episode, but I wonder if you all know if this is going to be the last season for Bad Batch. I don't know. I do not know because I feel like it is.
Yeah.
I don't want to admit it because I'm a big fan of Star Wars: The Clone Wars and Bad Batch.
Yeah.
I think it might be the last episode.
Yeah, this could be it. We'll definitely touch on it more just as we do breakdowns of just the episodes and all that. But this could be the end. We'll see.
It could be. We definitely will have a lot more topics that we'll discuss about. We'll have, of course, Star Wars. As you can see behind us, we have wonderful Legos.
Yes, this is Yeah, this is my room. I will do a whole we'll do a whole like tour breakdown,
Yes.
whatever, of just everything. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
You guys are gonna love to see it. But in the meantime, you get this little snippet here.
Yes. And I currently will have my Legos set up at my place. I have currently building a Lego city that is right now in construction, but I do have I wouldn't say a wide, but a big wall that is built with all the Legos that I have, including all of them on display. So hopefully when, we'll see on my end, you'll see all my Legos and stuff too. But that's not even the beginning of topics we have discussed. We have Legos, we have the NBA. NBA playoffs are starting to come up soon.
Yeah.
We have the NFL, college football, video games, golf,
Yeah.
Lego investing, which
Oh yeah.
we're going to get you all on board with Lego
Oh,
investing
yes,
because
for sure.
not a lot of people know about it, but Lego investing is going to be an absolute must. And of course, we are right now both striving to become PGA golfers.
Yes. That's the goal.
He has a lot more that he has a better chance than me right now, but I'm gonna get there one day.
It's all about consistency.
It is. We'll be playing there. We'll be playing a lot more outside.
Yeah.
Hopefully, get you all some great footage of live
Yep.
shows, live podcasts. Have special guests on here.
Yep.
We had Harrison's wife on here, Ash.
Yep. She was here for a brief period of this video, but yeah, we've got her. We've got plenty more guests that we're gonna have on the podcast.
Yes, it will.
And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It is. We're looking forward to bringing you all a lot of content this year.
Yep.
And many, many years more. So definitely, what do you all say on YouTube videos?
Oh yeah, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes.
Share this with your friends too.
Like,
And,
subscribe.
Yeah. Like, subscribe,
Comment.
That helps push the video to new viewers and just helps get it out to the world.
We'll be making also an Instagram account too.
Yes.
Being able to share the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't came up with a name,
Yeah, we're working on that.
but it's probably
Figure that
called The Daily Oats.
Yes.
So,
The Daily Oats podcast. That is the name that we are probably going to stick with.
yes.
I think it sounds pretty good.
I think it sounds pretty good too. I mean, you all both know Harry, Colt. Y'all can call me whatever. Colton, Harry, Harrison, whatever works for you all. And I believe that might have wrapped up this episode, Harry.
Yeah, I think that's going to do it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed us breaking down our brackets. Again, honestly, they're probably gonna be busted day one. That's just kind of how it goes.
Oh yes, it's anybody knows the March Madness. If your bracket is not in the trash in the first round, then you did not do it right.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, guys. Like we said, like, comment, subscribe, do all that. Share with your friends, share with your family, and we'll be talking with you all soon.
All right. See you guys in the next video.
Deuces.